Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living Podcast. And let's see who we got today. I don't think we have John today, but I know we have John and Debbie Sternberg today.
Hi,
And
everyone.
we've had actually both of our farms have been busy. John, uh, just the other day, I stopped over your place and he was out there and smoking up the neighborhood. Um, So I wanted to tell you that last show, John was complaining that Crooked River Ranch never grades their road in the front of their property, and so I was driving over there, and it was in the afternoon, and there's this weird trail going down the road, and I turned down the road towards his house, their house, and there was a grader going down your road.
Not down ours.
No, it wasn't your main road, but your main road was getting graded, but not your driveway area. Okay. But so it was kind of funny considering we just talked about that last week
Yeah.
that they've never come down to grade your yard, and I'm going.
And they
I was
still
there.
haven't.
Well, I got on the phone on the road while I was driving. I'm going. I have news for you. I'm stuck behind a grader right in front of your property. Well, close to your property. So anyway, a miracle has happened over in your, at least close to your house.
Yeah.
So anyway, and if we're lucky, Sherry might stick her head in the door, and maybe we can get her to say hi in the show. So she's here today. But for us, I wanted to. So you guys have been doing some burning. So you got a lot of your trees trimmed over there. So because I guess you have a pony coming.
That's
the plan.
So I'm gonna. Have you ever had a pony before?
No, that's why it's Bailey's, my granddaughter's, not ours.
And so this year is full of all kinds of new things, checker, and now ponies and all kinds of stuff. So Sherry and I, over the weekend, we were working on our brooder, and it's basically done. I did load a picture on here so people could see what our brooder looks like. So we made an upright 3x6 brooder, and if you see gray at the bottom of the floor of it, we use a lot of people. Well, a lot of people put linoleum on their floors, but we decided to use shower liner, which is what you use in the wall of your showers, and we used that in our chicken coops a few years ago, and they work really good for cleaning out your brooders and stuff. So that's how we did ours, and our tops fold up just to open up. Pretty simple design, and we hope that's going to last us a long time. So that was our mate. Our oh, and the other thing I was going to tell you about is if you look at the lids, a lid on top of this, or the doors, we used one 1x4, and it was really hard wood, and we decided to use some of those press nails, and we couldn't get those things in there, so we actually had to use a vice grip to get those doors together. So basically, it took half the day just to get those doors together, because pressing those I don't know what you call those things, those nails. All I can say is don't ever use
how to do that the easy way.
We would
lay
love
it
to
flat on the floor, and you get your hammer out and you pound them in.
That's what we did, but
and they still wouldn't go in.
No, the pointy side of them would all bend, and actually damage the actual unit. So we had to replace them.
Huh.
So
What
yeah,
did you use?
Hammer.
I told you it was,
those.
No,
that was
I
the thing is
on ours. I'm asking you what you used.
I pre-drilled holes and screwed it in.
that's what we normally do. We just wanted to make sure our doors were flat. anyway, so we thought it was a great idea, but don't do it with hardwood. If it
No.
was softer wood, it would have been probably no problem. But anyway, but that was our project, and
Yeah, it looks good.
so yeah, we're happy with that, and we got it done. So now we have only 200 more projects to do, and we'll be ready for some.
Check it off your list.
Yep. So I was going to talk to everybody on the show, on our listeners too. Is I've never done this before, and I'm hoping it will work out okay. But we went ahead and I ordered some Walla Walla onions that they're already about 4 inches high, tall starters, and they came in this week. Uh, so we put them in water a little bit for a day or two, but we didn't want to leave them in the house that long. We still have leftovers. So we went ahead and planted one of our planters with the Walla Walla onions, and we're praying that they're going to be okay because it's still only
There's
March.
still snow on
Oregon.
Black Butte.
Well, if I wait till Black Butte gets clear, it'll be June. So I'm basically almost 3 months early.
Yeah, we're still going
Yep.
to have freezing nights.
Yeah. So we're hoping that they say it's a
Maybe-
cold weather
Maybe
plant.
if you just cover it up with plastic.
During
We can do
the
that too.
Yeah, or buckets or something.
That's kind of the plan. So, but we're praying that I think we planted about 1.5 bushels, which is 25 in a bushel, I think. So I think we got about 30 or 40 of them planted.
Yeah,
we'll
I think you had me plant the cucumbers too early too.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I asked you, go ahead, plant them now.
Well, if you plant them in your house, you're okay.
Yeah, they're 4 feet tall already.
Oh my God. I would say probably 2 inches, 3 inches.
Wow. Well, things are growing
Yeah.
fast. So,
Yeah.
so when
I
you
think
bring them
those
over
were
here,
a little early too.
well, you bring them over here by then, we can really get cucumbers really early. Even
Right?
probably even before the lettuce.
They'd be here before Easter.
Yeah. So the other kind of news in both homesteads is me and Sherry, we are registered Idaho Pasture pig growers or breeders. And you guys are Idaho Pasture pig. I think sometimes you have a lot more pigs than I do.
We were growers. Now we're just have pigs.
Yeah. And and you guys have kind of had some of the same discussions that we've had is taking the population down to minimal, and only you guys are good for just doing feeders, which are just growing out pigs that have already been born somewhere else, and you buy them and then you bring them to your place and grow them out. And we do that too for our meat pigs, but we also have pigs here that we keep on the property that are breeders only. So, but we took them down to only 3 pigs that are breeders. We have 2 females, one's a gilt and one's a sow. And just for those that don't know the difference, the gilt's never been bred before, and the sow has already had babies a few times in their life. So anyway, we're kind of like, do we want to keep doing this or not? And you guys, last year you saw that last year was a real chore to do breeding because we lost a mama, and we had to bring up babies by hand. And and then Annie got injured, but she was okay. But we lost 5 of her piglets. And so it was a tough year, and it all worked out okay. But we're kind of thinking, I think I'm kind of getting interested to get out of breeding Idaho pasture pigs, and maybe just doing feeders every year and just buy some from other farms we know that do Idaho pasture pigs. So, and I know you guys have been kind of having the same discussion on your side too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of rough when your body says, "Hey, man, it's time to stop."
So, kind of the same kind of things going here. We're getting kind of interested in doing more in birds because they're just easier to maintain, and the pigs. Like after last year, we were kind of like it was a tough year, but I mean we managed, and we probably could manage again. But it's like, do we really have to? And I mean, it's one of those things. Is we've done it, we've kind of mastered it. We know what to do, and we had the good, bad, and the ugly happen, and so
And if
we're kind
somebody
of going,
calls us
well,
up and needs help, we'll help.
yeah.
I mean,
So
that's not a problem.
yeah, so we're kind of thinking about getting out of the breeding, but continue to have just pigs. So we'll see how that goes. But so to let people know, just in case you're interested, we do have two pigs that are less than a year old. They could actually be butchered now if you wanted to, but they don't have to be butchered till almost summer. Um,
Or you
and
can keep them for another 6, 7 months.
I know. So I got those two. One's one's a gilt, and then one's a feeder. And then we also have our two main breeders, which is Annie and um, uh, Desmond.
Desmond, yeah.
Yeah, so they're really big pigs. They're like 400, 500 pound pigs, but they're breeders. And if we let them go, we'll probably let them go as a pair with a someone that wants to actually breed them. And they come from a really good line. So anybody is interested in getting in the Idaho pasture pig breeding with registered Idaho pasture pigs, we would consider selling that pair. But they're big pigs. They're no little pigs. I mean, realize you're getting some biggers, big pigs. So anyway, but whoever gets them will have a lot of fun with them. So they're good pigs.
You got a message, Rob.
Oh, hey, it's George. That's George from Texas.
Oh,
And,
hi, George from Texas.
yeah, I owe him a phone call because I think his health has been giving him a hard time. I hope he's feeling better, but I haven't had a chance to talk to him. But I have been thinking about you, George. He's getting old like me, but he is younger than me, so.
okay. We're not going to go into the age thing.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
Last time I saw you guys, we were talking about Medicare, which was it's like, what? All we talk
Well,
about
you
is our
two are.
George says a lot younger. And we got Mike Kelsel watching, best pork in town. Yes. How you doing, Mike? And so yeah, we got people popping in here in and out, visiting, saying hello. The Albrights, I think, will try to stop by and say hi. So yeah, but yeah, so pigs, things are changing. You guys are downsizing, so we're considering if we get buyers for our breeders, we would let them go, and the nice healthy pigs, and so whoever gets them, they're going to have some really good looking pigs. So
Good.
Can't see it.
let's see. Any next best? Well, you guys have got. You're down to how many pigs right now?
5.
5. Okay. But you got
5 until the
4 of them
15th.
sold.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
No, well, we're taking ours, but basically, yeah.
So you're gonna have no pigs after that?
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah. Wow. Be a nice
We'll
quiet
take a
summer.
break.
Yeah, sounds good. So let's talk about. I know you guys have been very, and Sherry and I are catching up. Is we need to talk about. We also got to talk about the checker, but we'll start off with the chickens. So you guys got over last week's major issue with your
Meat
Red
bird.
Rangers.
Yeah.
but you have kind of working that problem. You're working couple you're taking back that have you've brooded are going out to the cages pretty soon. I'll let you explain all this. And then also we have some eggs coming tomorrow from the Albrights, and
Yes,
but they're
very
checker.
blessed. We're very
Yep.
blessed that she's offering our first egg batch to incubator. I'm going to split them with Rob. So very excited about that.
Yeah, so
very blessed.
really be good for flocks because you have some eggs that you're buying from another place,
Yep.
and I've got eggs coming. I mean, chicks coming from another a totally opposite, different place for mine, and then we're going to kind of intermingle all three different flocks, so we'll have a really diversified flock, and so that'll be good for next year's hatching. So nice program. That's on the checkers. Now, for us and you guys, for us, we got 16 chicks coming on the first of the month, which is a week away.
Yeah.
And there are Rhode Island Reds, and they're going to be layers. They're all hens, and the plan with those is we're going to grow. They're going to use that new brooder I just showed everybody, and then we're going to move them out to somewhere in the field out here. I don't know what cage we're going to put them in yet, but they're going to be our replacement egg layers. And then a month later, our checker come behind them, and there's 35 of the checker coming. So we're hopefully going to have our pins done by then. And luckily, I bought a pre-made, well, not pre-made, well, kind of a pre-made coop for the new chickens coming. So anyway, there'll be a lot of.
When is your checkers coming?
I think they're coming on May 1st.
And then June 1st, you're going to have the Leghorns.
Leghorns are coming in June.
Yeah.
So so we've got at least possibly three coops that we got to build. So it's gonna be crazy over here too, along with all the things we got to do with these darn gardens over here. And we got some rototilling and all kinds of stuff to get done. And we need to get the rototilling done early because we want to get those rototilled, those rows. Then we want to cover them with plastic till June. So that's what we're going through here at our place. So anyway, but what's going on with your chickens? Tell your story.
With the Red Rangers?
All of them. The whole thing.
Oh gosh.
Coming.
I got birds coming. I got the checkers like you mentioned. I have 7 babies in the house that are the chocolate.
Wow.
What's the last part of it? Chocolate orphan.
Yeah.
Orphan something. I almost said orphanite.
Orphan.
I killed myself.
Chicken orphanites.
And then I have Americanas in our brooder in the shop.
Wow.
I think 10 Americanas and Sapphire Gems. I think the other ones were. So I got about 20 birds or chickens right now. My brooder's going with I think 15. Because I'm trying that egg where you put them in the wine cooler.
Yeah.
And see if they actually all hatch the same day or not.
Well, they will.
Mine can take up to a week to hatch sometimes.
I know. It'd be really cool.
I'm trying that.
And Mike had a quick question. Mike was asking if we are still selling eggs, and yes, we always have eggs here too. Both of us are. So
fact,
if I'm out, I'll send you over to Debbie's and vice versa. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if we don't have them, I know someone else that does too.
Yeah. So
always have eggs.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. Brain dead. I would brain dead too, though. Oh, I got a question.
Yeah.
So I hatched out 2 of my copper marlins, and the babies are fully grown with feathers, and they're about the same size as my older ones.
Wow.
I've had them in with them for 2.5 weeks, and the older group still won't let them roam around the pen or eat. I have to give them separate food and water, because what I did is when I first put them in there, I put a gate across so they can kind of see them and get used to them. Yeah. And then I let them out, and then I forced them out into the yard and wouldn't let them back in the coop. But I had to take those 2 out of there and put them in a different coop. I can't get them to mingle. So my thought was, maybe if anybody knows, would it work if I took all the birds, old and new, and put them in a completely different coop? If that would start the pecking order over again, or if that would have them get along because you're in a new environment.
Only thing I can say is each chicken breed have some of their own rules. So I can't say what, Rhode Island Reds might act totally different than Americanas, and and of course, if there's roosters, you never know how they're going to act either, if they're passive or not. So,
yeah.
But you're gonna have to kind of experiment. I can tell you may even want to, like, I have some big brooders over here, which are the big water jugs, you call them, or whatever they are, watering things. And they're in like 100-gallon tanks. And if you ever need to borrow one of those for a couple of weeks and put like those 2 chickens you're talking about and let them grow out a little bit.
Well, I have them in a separate cage.
Oh, we got plenty of cages.
I have them in a separate coop. But I didn't know if maybe it would work if I took the whole group and moved them in a different environment, if that would stop them from picking on the 2, because they're all the same size. Yeah. My chicks are the same size as my older birds.
And they're the same breed.
So that's why I was asking if anybody knew if I did that, if it may work or not. Or it just might not.
And these are all the same breed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
They're all black copper marlins.
Oh.
But yeah, I would think after a couple days they would start getting
maybe if you give the older ones a couple shots of Fireball.
Like
yeah.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, they might just chill out, but I would, if you know you're going to be home like all day burning stuff or whatever, and you could have a day to put all those chickens together in a new place and keep an eye on them and see how they act.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because the coop that they're in now that I put the chicks in belongs to the older ones.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking, well, maybe if I just switch them to a brand new coop, which, yes, I do have.
Yeah. Yeah. You got 12 of them, I thought.
13.
There'll be 13 by the end of this.
Yeah.
But so that's why I was thinking maybe if I did that, but I don't know if anybody else has ever had to do that or what. I've never had to put babies together with older ones.
Yeah, and Rob, I finally decided I'm never going to say I'm not going to build a coop again. Because that never works.
Nope.
And why? Tell the world why.
Because I love my wife.
No, this is all you. The last few have all been you.
Well, I
appreciate it, but it's you.
I knew you had.
Yeah, my understanding
Separate them.
that the last time you guys went to Coastal,
Oh God.
and,
I don't know what you're talking about.
and they had baby
Seriously.
chickens there, somebody was saying you got to have some of these and bought some more. And that was
Yeah,
only
10.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 10.
And it was John that did that. So I was a little shocked because I always thought the chicken pusher was Debbie, but
I kept telling you, brother, didn't I keep telling you? It's not all me. Most of it, but not all.
the only way I can keep up with you guys is if I buy high quantities of them. So I bought 35 just the other day so I could actually catch up my bird count just to catch up with these guys because
Yeah, but you don't have
I'm
the coops to
I'm
hold
still
them.
behind. What's that?
Yeah, but you don't have the coops to hold them yet.
I know. So yeah, we got to get our.
So they're going to become mine, aren't they? Because if they go in my coops, they're mine.
Yeah, I know that.
Thanks for buying me some birds, Rob.
Sure. Well, luckily, all mine are babies, so I can buy a little more time.
You're running out of time.
Keeping them in the birder.
You're running out of time.
Yep.
We're just waiting for the call for us to come over and help you.
Yeah, we're just not at that stage yet, and then we've I always want to bring up on the show is both of our families are caretakers for our some of our parents, and so this has been kind of our week to have issues with taking care of our caregiving ours, and I know you guys have had some issues and stuff going on too, so a lot of times that can interfere with some of our projects.
Yeah.
Which
well, yeah, to go into town, like when you go into town around here, it's an all-day thing.
Yep. And I know Sherry's mother's itching to go shopping for a couple of things now, so she gave us the little hint. So I know Sherry and her mom are going to need to go shopping a little bit, and it's a kind of a long process.
Yeah.
Got to be patient, and we're patient. So, and I hope I try kind of stay out of the way to make sure that my wife always knows that she's never being pushed along, because her time with her mom, she only has her mom left. So, so that's quality time. So we make sure they get it.
Yeah.
All about family.
Yep. John and I were talking. It's like he's lost his folks already, and so did I. And so I think me and John are probably very understanding of why it's, enjoy the time while you have it, and make the best of it, even though it's tough sometimes. But
yeah.
So those who are doing caregiving, we feel for you.
Sure do.
Yep.
Like going back and forth between mom and dad. Which one am I going to go help today?
So George says, so I did. And I'm trying to figure out, so he did what?
So did I.
Well, so did I too. Whatever. So what are you talking about, George?
Probably something that we said that we don't remember because we're old.
I'm trying to remember. I think his folks are all gone now too, because every once in a while he posts information about his I see pictures of his mom. Yeah, he's lost both of his parents. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
It's kind of funny. Every year I think he posts a picture of his mom when it's her birthday, and I always look at that picture. I'm going, boy, George, he looks a lot like his mom. I look like my dad. I just take my hat off, and everybody goes, "Yep, you're your dad." It's like my dad didn't have a lot of hair.
Hey.
So those are the 4 things I had on my little list here, and then I guess I should ask what kind of news is going on that we haven't talked about yet. I got the main stuff. Or is it just time to take a nap?
Oh,
We
what
ha- I do
else
know
is
that
going on?
we've had a lot of talk
Oh,
about.
you donated or you gave teacher eggs for her school project starting next week.
Yeah, there's a teacher in Madras
Yeah.
that was asking for fertile eggs to be donated because she wants her kids to hatch out eggs, go through the
Oh.
experience.
Yeah.
So I reached out to her, and she got permission from the school board and
District.
the district. The district, and they allowed her to have 2 incubators.
Wow.
So OSU donated incubators to her.
Nice.
So I'm going to donate 14 eggs because that's how many one of them holds, and I don't know the other. Someone else is donating the other,
Oh, nice.
and then they're going to sell them and use the money for the kids. So I'm gonna, because she's gonna get roosters, and they're so hard to get rid of. So I'm going to tell her that I will buy them back from her if she can't sell them. So the money goes to the kids.
Yeah. And plus, yeah, Debbie's got to make sure that she always has more chickens than me.
That is a given. I will never let you pass me.
Nope. I don't think I'm able to compete at all. I don't have the capacity.
Well, now that we're not having pigs like we were.
Well, yeah, I got lots of room
I
back
can get
there.
more
But
chickens because I can get more feed.
yeah.
See how that works? No. What happened to you? Never tell me no. That's some change.
I'm just trying to make it where our farm can actually leave for at least 2 or 3 days and not have to keep coming home during the day, during the week. And chickens, I can put some automatic feeders and waterers on them for at least 3 days.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and all
But
mine
yeah.
are set up that way.
so that's kind of the goal. Sherry and I just really enjoy the game birds. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We like our chickens too.
Cannot wait. I am so excited. I cannot wait.
Mhm.
I have on one side of the new coop, because it's 2 coops together, I already have sand in the coop part, even though the walls aren't up yet. I already have the logs picked out, the limbs picked out that I'm gonna place in there for them to jump and play on. Yeah, I can't wait. I am so excited.
Yeah, you guys are definitely going to enjoy those. So
yeah, I think I enjoy those more than I will quail.
You need to make a sign.
A sign?
Yeah, the coop dominiums.
Oh. Watch where you step.
yeah. I was also going to I get it loaded here. Hang in there. I was going to show a picture of. It's telling me it's having trouble with the file, but I'll try one more time.
A picture of.
Let's see if it loads. I'm having technical difficulties. I was going to show pictures of
operator error.
My pigs that I have for sale or will sell, and but the picture won't load. Yep, and I don't have another one, so bummer.
Wait for it.
And then
Yeah, just
What the hell?
Yeah, that's my pigs.
Oh my God.
Some reason that one I didn't crop those pictures. So,
Next
yeah.
time.
So yeah, that was one thing was when I went over to go see John's latest invention for new coops coming up, which was a great design. I noticed that you're loading sand ahead of time before you get these built. So
Yep. I'm not excited at all.
I'm just reading George. Wait for it. Pig podcast.
Pig.
Anyway, having a totally sand floor, it'll be interesting. The pros and cons of that. I think it should be mostly positive. Especially Checker are good at. They do like to dust themselves really well. So, and we have pretty.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was debating if I should put it in the run too.
Well,
I have it.
yeah.
I have it just in the coop, but I don't know if they do all their pooping at night like chickens or not. But I'm not sure. I think I'm still debating if I'm just going to put it in the coop and the run, or just the coop.
I think in the run, I think you would like the sand because it will drain really well. So when we do have rain, which we don't have a lot during the summers and stuff, but we do in the winters, your coop would probably drain better and not get so muddy.
I don't know. We're going to have a roof on it.
Yeah.
Also, I did order the long tarp for the top so that they don't fly up and hit the hard surface.
Mesh.
Yeah. So I got the mesh that goes. I ordered 3 of them, one extra. So if you can't find one to fit yours, I'll have one here.
Oh, I got an owl story to tell you.
A what story?
An owl.
Oh, yes.
It was back.
What kind of owl?
The one I told you about, the really big owl.
Oh, so a barn owl?
Bailey and I were out in the hot tub, which is everybody, my granddaughter. And that dumb thing came and sat right on the, what is that called? The pole?
Pergola.
Pergola. Right on the corner, right next to us.
Wow.
And I shoot it off, and it came back, and I got John to scare it off even more. And the dumb thing came back again last night.
Yep.
So
a little story. When I was just doing game birds, and I was actually not that far from where you live. I was only we only live a block from there. Anyway, we had a barn owl kept kind of haunting some of our game birds, and it was so close to the hutches that I threw a rock at one of the game birds, hit it in the chest. I mean, bang! But it was like a good, at least a 15-pound owl. It was giant, and it just bounced a little bit and didn't even hardly move at all, and it wasn't even upset and didn't fly away. All I can say is those barn owls are pretty tough.
Well, our neighbor, she had 35 chickens, and that barn owl took them all out in one night.
Yeah, they if you don't have a top on your coops and stuff, those barn owls will just stand on top the roof, and if they can if it's like chicken wire, they just wait for the birds to be flopping up and getting all excited, and as they come to the roof, they just grab them from there, and they'll kill them right through the roof, and just let them drop, and they'll kill the whole flock.
Yeah, I understand it's part of nature and they have to eat too, but owls don't eat them
Yep.
They
When
just kill them.
they will kill the whole flock, not just take one and go eat it. They will kill the whole flock.
And there's
Yep.
plenty of mice here. He can have the mice.
My
I-
friends, are you kidding me?
I blame it on marijuana. There's
Where'd that come from?
too much marijuana for the owls, and they just get stoned out of their minds, and they just kill birds.
I
for no reason.
guess. It'd be one
So-
thing if they ate them, but they don't eat them most of the time. They just kill them.
Yeah, I don't
And once
understand
we
that
get
either.
rid of the pigs,
And it's against the law for us to kill them, even if they're going after your livestock.
Yep.
and once we get rid of the pigs, I got to watch the cameras because that means that fox is going to come back around. He doesn't come when the pigs are there, but he'll come around when they're not.
I was going to mention with John Guzman down here in the chat is like
George?
I think he's kind of bored because he lives in El Paso, and they were having all kinds of trouble down there with crossings and all this, and now it's all cinched up. It's like it's probably a really boring town now. They have nothing to talk about or nothing. So now George is probably now hating Trump or something like that, just because there's no one to get mad at. So. By the way, he'd be really good on Easy Street too. He's good for controversial comments. So what else did I miss? I keep interrupting you guys. So getting your birds under control.
Yeah, that's about it. Trying to figure out how to integrate these babies. Other than that, that's besides we're about ready to pull our RV out so we can go on our family trip.
When's your next RV trip?
June. The end of June, we're going to Owaki.
Owali.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Owyle.
Oh, I didn't know there was an L in it because I didn't do that when I looked it up.
That's like trying to figure out how to say
Lake.
squim.
What?
That's like people trying to learn how to say the word squim.
Squam?
Yep, that's up in Washington. It's spelt kind of funny, and people say sea swim or sea squim or something like that because all the letters in it, but it's just squim.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, we're going camping up there for 9 days.
Wow. So you better get rid of those pigs.
They'll be gone already.
Bailey's going to be here to take care of the animals.
Yeah. And then, did you tell Bailey that whenever we leave for a week or so that she's going to have to watch our animals too?
I don't think I remember to tell her that.
Oh, well, just go ahead and remind her. It's literally not to make any plans at all. All summer.
Bailey started that traveling nurse CNA thing. In fact, she left today for Portland because she picked up a shift. She's booked. Wow. She's going to Prineville. She's going to Tigard. In fact, she's working with my brother Saturday.
Wow.
But yeah, she's got her whole week is just booked because it's this site that they just post all the shifts that are available, and then you just pick where and when you want to go.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, damn good money.
Yeah, that's good. That's how our youngins are making good bucks. And then they get help pay for our bills.
Yeah, right.
Oh shoot. And I think we have Jaylyn coming up here in 2 weeks too. So we'll have some folks.
She's got to come over and see those pigs before they go.
Yeah, because if you guys watched our videos from last year, the first week that we had those stray piglets, Jaylyn was up here and she pretty much took care of them. So she calls those pigs that you have Jalen's
Hers.
pigs, even though they're not hers.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
But the pigs
The
act like,
horses
oh my
turned out
gosh.
to be really good pigs.
Yeah, they were. So, yep. But anything, I think for the week, I think we all just got a lot of projects going on, and we all got work to do, and we all have sore backs and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yesterday we built what is it, like a pass through for the pigs to go in the other paddock. That was a chore.
Did they cooperate?
All of them but Opal. The oldest one,
Yeah.
she is a pain in the butt.
Wow.
It's her way on her time.
Yep.
But yeah, the other ones just followed me in there.
Yeah, for the most part. I had to get a couple of them going, but yeah, Opal was a pain in the butt.
Well, I could get my screens all settled here, but guys, if you think I covered everything, I think I didn't forget anything in my notes, so I don't have to go the whole hour. So I think I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay.
And besides, my wife is in the other. Plus, my wife just came home with some food. I'm thinking, hey, maybe I can actually have dinner before 7.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Yeah, that's for sure. But anyway, it was really good to talk to you guys, and sounds like all your stuff is going pretty good. Sounds like your folks are doing pretty good. And Sherry's got her mom's stuff all handled too, so we're in good shape this week. And except she tried to fall down too today, but she's fine. So yeah, plenty of excitement when you're a caregiver.
Yep. See you later, George.
George is good. I don't have my.
Good night, George.
Let me check my screener. See ya. All right. I go back to my screen there. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching our show, and we'll look forward to telling you how all of our projects are going, because we got a ton of projects this weekend, and I'm not even sure which ones we're going to start on first. So, but we'll definitely put the brooders, the new brooder, in the place where it's supposed to be, and then Monday or Tuesday, I think I get my new babies. So
that's
going to
exciting.
start.
Yeah, I'm going to try to finish up my framing by next week or by this weekend.
You better get on it. Debbie was saying that you're behind.
Don't get me in trouble. Don't forget to start your incubator.
Oh yeah, I'll do that tonight.
Yes.
So,
otherwise, you're going to have to wait.
Yep. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get going, and I want to thank everybody for watching, and thank you for being on the show tonight. And we're looking forward to Albright's giving us some checker eggs tomorrow, and it should be fun. So we'll talk to everybody next week. So thanks for watching, and we'll see everybody later. Bye.